The Ulster County Industrial Development Agency is a county governmental organization, one focused on promoting economic development in Ulster County. It is part of a tradition that stretches back more than 2 centuries, a tradition built on the belief that government and private enterprise can work together to create opportunities, strengthen communities, and prepare for the future. As we celebrate 50 years of the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency, it's worth looking back to where that tradition began. The idea of encouraging private investment through public action is almost as old as the United States itself. In 1791, Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton published his landmark Report on Manufacturers. In it, he argued that a strong manufacturing economy would be essential to the nation's future. He helped establish the Society for Establishing Useful Manufacturers, creating one of America's first planned industrial communities around the Great Falls of the Passaic River in Paterson, New Jersey. More than a century later, the nation faced another defining moment. During the Great Depression, states searched for new ways to encourage industrial development. For example, in Mississippi, local governments partnered with private companies to offer businesses access to low-cost financing in the form of tax-exempt bonds, making it easier to invest, expand, and create jobs. Those efforts became the foundation of what would later be known as industrial revenue bonds. Like all great ideas, it spread quickly. By the 1960s, nearly every state had adopted some form of financing tool to encourage and support local economic development efforts. In New York, that vision became law in 1969 with the passage of Article 18A of the General Municipal Law, authorizing local governments to establish industrial development agencies. 7 years later, in 1976, the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency was created. The creation of the Ulster County IDA occurred at a pivotal moment in the county's history. Just a decade earlier, IBM had transformed Kingston and the surrounding communities into one of the Hudson Valley's leading technology centers. Thousands of employees worked at the IBM campus, while new neighborhoods, schools, businesses, and shopping centers followed, but prosperity is never permanent. The economic turmoil of the 1970s, marked by inflation, rising interest rates, and increasing international competition, made attracting new investment more difficult than ever. Existing businesses faced growing pressure simply to keep pace. The IDA's primary tool at the time was the Industrial Development Bond. These tax-exempt bonds gave businesses access to affordable, long-term financing, making expansion and modernization possible when traditional financing often was not. Those early investments strengthened Ulster County's manufacturing base and helped diversify the local economy. Many of the first projects assisted by the IDA remain successful businesses in Ulster County today, a lasting reminder that strategic investment can create benefits measured not only in years, but in generations. Like today, the agency's first board was appointed by the county legislature and represented communities from across Ulster County. Its first chairman was Alfred J. Ford Jr., a Yale graduate and veteran of the Army Counterintelligence Corps. He served our country during both World War II and the Korean War. His commitment to the public good extended well beyond military service. He devoted his time to the Chamber of Commerce, the local YMCA, and numerous civic and business organizations throughout Ulster County. He led with integrity, quiet confidence, and a sincere belief in Ulster County's future. But even the strongest leadership cannot prevent shifting economic tides. By the early 1980s, the United States had entered its second recession in less than a decade. Federal tax reforms dramatically changed the rules governing industrial development bonds, forcing IDAs throughout New York State to rethink how they promoted economic development and assisted private businesses. Then came another challenge, one felt especially deeply in Ulster County. Throughout the early 1990s, IBM had steadily reduced its local operations. By 1994, activity at the once sprawling Kingston campus came to an end. Healthcare providers, nonprofit organizations, and human service agencies emerged as major employers. The IDA helped finance hospitals, senior housing, and nonprofit facilities that continue serving residents today. By the end of the 1990s, another chapter was beginning. As manufacturing evolved, Ulster County rediscovered something it had possessed all along: its natural beauty, its cultural heritage, its ability to welcome and entertain visitors. Agritourism expanded. Outdoor recreation flourished. Historic resorts found new life. Then, after September 11th, another shift occurred. Employers and employees increasingly looked beyond the major cities, searching for communities that offered space, opportunity, and a different pace of life. The IDA recognized those developments and responded to them. Tourism and hospitality became major pillars of the local economy. Combined with Ulster County's proximity to New York City, strategic investment helped position the Hudson Valley region for recovery following the 2008 financial crisis. By the 2010s, the Hudson Valley was generating nearly 27% of New York State's tourism economy. It was also a time of leadership transition for the IDA. After 30 years as chairman, Al Ford's remarkable tenure came to an end. In 2006, March Gallagher became the agency's second chair in its history. She brought a frank and direct leadership style. Under her leadership, the Ulster County IDA gained recognition statewide as a model for open government and public accountability. Every generation faces its defining challenge. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted lives, businesses, and economies across the world. In Ulster County, it accelerated trends already underway. Remote work expanded, population increased, demand for housing and infrastructure grew dramatically. Across the region, projects that had seemed certain suddenly faced new challenges and risks. Construction costs climbed, interest rates rose sharply. Some developments stalled altogether. Through those challenges, new industries are emerging. New opportunities are taking shape. But the IDA's mission has never changed: to encourage investment, to create opportunity, and to help build a stronger Ulster County for this generation and for those still to come.